It was a typical day on March 23, 2022, when a road rage incident was reported by a caller. She described the situation in which she nearly got into an accident but managed to avoid it. The lady was frustrated, and while she tried to stay calm, it was clear that the incident had shaken her. The driver of the other car, however, was not so calm. The suspect, a man driving a light brown Mercedes, was enraged.
You pull in front of her, you stop your car, you get out of your vehicle, and you go back to speak to her. Okay? And during that time, she doesn't roll down her window. Why wouldn't she roll down her window at that point, though, if she was stopped with you?
After the near accident, he stopped his car, came up to her vehicle, and began aggressively kicking and kneeing her side view mirror until it broke.
But I didn't. I braked.
Okay, I got you.
But the guy was behind me. I was like taking a left from the exit from the loop, but I didn't. I braked. He came up from behind me, drove a little bit faster, and then like stopped in front of me.
Okay.
And so I braked again. He came out of the car and like knocked on my window. And then before he left, he had done that.
Okay, how did he do that?
He like, I don't even know how.
The woman managed to get pictures of his car, but not of the man himself. She mentioned that she hadn't hit his car, making it even more bizarre why he reacted so aggressively. The suspect's behavior was completely unwarranted, and she described him as someone who likely wouldn't stop to wait for a police report even if there had been any real collision.
His knee and then just started kicking and like kneeing.
Okay. And where did this happen?
Right off the exit 9 loop.
On Peters Street.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting off onto Peters Street.
Yeah.
Okay. Did he, like, what happened after he struck your mirror?
He went back to his car and got back on the loop, I think.
Okay. And you said you have pictures of him?
Yeah, not of him, but of his car.
Okay.
And then this is a like light brown Mercedes. Like I most definitely did not hit his car, but
Yeah, he would have actually stopped and waited for a police report if you had hit him.
Yeah.
Apparently he's an Emory mom.
Sure, he's kind of masculine for an Emory mom.
You have a driver's license on you?
Yes.
When the officer asked her to describe the suspect, she explained that he was a brunette with long brown hair tied back in a ponytail. He was wearing a black t-shirt and sunglasses at the time of the incident. She guessed he was in his mid-20s or early 30s, certainly not an older man, but also not a teenager.
Why? He has a beard. He's a brunette. He had long brown hair that I think he had in a ponytail. He was wearing a black t-shirt and sunglasses.
Thank you. Phone number for you?
77.
Alright, give me 1 second, alright? I'll be right back. About how old do you think he was?
Slightly older than me.
Okay.
He's not old.
The officer then explained the next steps to the caller, giving her a case number and his badge number. He informed her that a police report would be available within 5 to 7 business days, should she need it for insurance purposes.
Mid-20s, early 30s, I guess.
Mid-20s, early 30s?
Not old, but not like 18 either.
Okay. Alright. This is going to be the case number. So get it off there. My name, badge number, and then it's going to be the year, month, day, and the last 4 is. Yep, so if you want a copy of the police report for like insurance or whatever else.
Okay.
I'm going to do a little bit of investigating, try and figure out who was driving the vehicle and possibly try to interview that person. But if you want a copy of the police report, they're typically ready about 5 to 7 business days.
Okay.
Sound good?
Thank you.
Do you have any questions for me? What about it?
How do I take care of this?
Auto body shop. You'll just have to call. You can either make an insurance claim, For cars like this, typically, like, were there any like automatic sensors in the, like, did it give you like blind side detection, like the little
No,
yellow?
it doesn't.
Doesn't. A lot of times, if you go to like a junkyard, they will have old side view mirrors, and you pay them a couple bucks, and they'll just hand it to you, and you can find some friends that know how to wire up cars, and they'll actually just reinstall it for you. Or you can go to an actual body shop and have someone install a new one for you. Or the dealership will be able to do that as well.
All right.
Sound good?
Yep.
Any questions for me?
I don't know. Do I have to do anything? Did it cause any damage?
No. This is just a road rage incident.
Yeah.
That's all it boils down to. The charge of criminal trespass.
When the woman asked if she needed to do anything else, the officer reassured her that she didn't need to worry about the legal proceedings. He made it clear that she wouldn't have to be involved unless the case escalated and her presence was required for a court testimony.
But regardless, the behavior is unacceptable, and no one should have to put up with that, right?
I was wondering if I had to do anything.
No, we'll reach out to you if you need.
All right.
Sound good? All right, yes, ma'am. You be safe. Have a good day. Hey, real quick.
He was white.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Are you interested in pressing charges for this? That was an important question I meant to ask.
Are we gonna press charges?
Before leaving, the officer asked if she wanted to press charges. She hesitated for a moment, but ultimately agreed.
Yeah, you go ahead and do it.
Okay.
So we're pressing charges?
Like, if we make contact with this person and we have probable cause to make an arrest, do you want us to arrest them?
Should we arrest him?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Do
Okay.
I need to go there? Do I need to drive there now?
No, she doesn't need to do anything. No.
Do I need to go there? Tell me if I need to go drive to drive there.
The only problem is that I don't want to drive around with a broken mirror.
If you're uncomfortable with that,
Because I understand because it's dangerous. Is it the left or the right?
The left one.
good.
So what happened?
Well, I
Her main worry now was her mother, who wanted to know more about the legal process. The officer explained that if the case went to court, there would be court dates, and the woman might have to testify, but it would be a straightforward process. Satisfied with the explanation, the woman thanked the officer and they parted ways.
my mom just wants to know like what the process is and what like I have to do on my end. Like, do I have
Oh,
to?
you'd have to go to court. You'd have to testify. Like, there would be a whole proceeding for that. Like, there would be court dates you'd have to show up to. It would it's either going to get decided before trial or it may go to trial. But that's typically where, if you're going to be a part of the process, that's typically how things go.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds good to you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll just call you if anything changes, all right?
All right. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Meanwhile, the officer tracked down the light brown Mercedes-Benz. It turned out that the car belonged to the suspect's parents.
Hello, Mr. Officer Ellswick. Just the man I was looking for.
Okay.
Your son home?
He is.
He is. Mind if I speak to him right now? Has he talked to you at all about? Have you talked to him since our phone call?
When he arrived at their home, the parents seemed unaware of what their son had done. The officer introduced himself to the suspect's father and asked to speak to the son. The father was cooperative, allowing the officer to enter their home. The officer explained the situation, making it clear that the son was involved in a near accident and damage had been done to another person's car.
At all about? Have you talked to him since our phone call?
No.
No. Okay.
So,
So,
Hi.
hello. I'll give you all the rundown.
Okay.
There was a little bit of
Why don't you come in the house? Is that all right? Or
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys first out here, then I'll go inside and I'll speak to your son. There was a near miss accident out on the loop. Sounds like there was some miscommunication and someone's windshield got damaged. So I just want to speak to your son, figure out what was going on there, and kind of get his side of the story before I make my final report. Sound good?
windshield, huh?
Yeah. Or sorry, not windshield. Side view mirror.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, if you don't mind, I'll step inside and.
As the officer waited inside the house, the father apologized for the mess. They exchanged casual conversation about their family dog, who was elderly and had recently suffered a stroke.
Oh, thank you. See, big happy puppy.
Yeah, Yeah, well, he's deaf and old.
Oh, okay.
So he's friendly.
Oh, hello.
I talked to him, but he can't hear anymore.
Hi. Yeah, you smell my puppy?
Check this out. This black right here.
Yeah. Thank you.
He's a great guard dog.
Oh, I bet.
Oh my God, it's a wolf.
Everyone's a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's getting him. He's gonna bring him.
Oh, okay.
Boy, take you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a stroke a couple months
Oh,
ago.
no.
And,
Looking pretty good for having a stroke.
luckily, he was home and he just picked him up and we went to
Wow.
the emergency room at
Yeah.
the vet school, and he was only there for a few days and we got to bring him home. His hindquarters are real weak.
I gotcha.
But other than that, he's doing pretty good. He's a rescue.
Okay.
My son got him when he was in college, and he had heartworms when he adopted him, and they think he was about 18 months old, but we don't really.
When the son finally came out, the officer asked him to explain what had happened on the day of the incident. The son seemed calm and explained that he was driving along the loop when the woman in front of him appeared to make a last-minute decision to turn left. He felt she had pulled in front of him unexpectedly, forcing him to switch lanes quickly to avoid a collision.
11 or 12.
Okay. Looking good for 11 or 12 for a big dog, yeah. We lost the family dog to a stroke over Christmas.
Well, we
But-
just lost our other one
Really?
a month ago, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
She was
that.
16. I mean,
16?
it was
Wow.
inevitable. She was a Australian cow dog, and
He admitted that he got out of his car to check for any damage and to confront the woman about her driving, but she refused to roll down her window. Frustrated, he left without further incident, or so he claimed.
things just gave out.
Mm-hmm.
We had her for a long time, so.
Hey,
Yes.
yeah? You want to step outside and talk for a minute?
Sure.
Oh, you're a fuzzy mouse.
Oh,
The officer asked if the son had damaged the woman's side view mirror, but he denied it. He insisted that he did nothing to her vehicle and there was no reason for her to be missing a mirror. However, the officer was skeptical, especially given the woman's account and the photos she had provided.
you know why I'm out here today? Do you have an idea?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell me why.
Well, I was going to, there's a crossroads, the frontage ramp.
10-4. Okay.
And, so this lady pulled down in front of me as I was going through.
Mm-hmm.
She looked like she was about to go straight, then at the last minute, she turned left. And I know there was people behind me, but there wasn't anybody to the left of me in the lane, so I pulled into that lane to go around her because she pulled right in front of me.
Yeah.
So I got into the next lane over, and then she pulls over into the left lane over, and like almost ran me off the road or out of that lane anyway. So I pulled over, and I wanted to see if I had any damage to my car, and also ask her if there was any, like, what did I do or what is wrong with her.
Right.
She didn't roll down her window, so I just left.
Okay.
But then the officer asked if he had been completely honest. The son hesitated before saying that he had told the truth, but his body language suggested otherwise. The officer, now more suspicious, asked if the son had any weapons on him, to which he replied, no.
Found her.
Okay.
I pulled in front, off to the side of the road, to the right side.
So you pulled in front of her.
I pulled in, yes.
Okay. And then.
There wasn't anyone beside her, and I mean, that was the lane I was in. I just pulled out momentarily because she pulled right in front of me.
Okay, so you pulled around in front of her.
So she was.
I'm in the back of the house.
And I came through. She pulled in, and I just went around instead of slamming on my brakes.
Okay.
Especially.
So then, how'd y'all stop?
I just went around her and I stopped.
In front of her?
Yes.
Okay. So, on the loop.
The father watched as his son was handcuffed and placed in the police car. The officer reassured the father that his son would likely be able to bond out of jail later that day, but he would still face charges. The father looked concerned, but accepted the situation. The suspect, now sitting in the back of the police car, was being booked for aggressive driving and criminal trespass, along with damage to property.
That's all I have to say.
That's all you have to say?
Yes.
Okay. You wouldn't happen to have any weapons on you right now, would you?
No, not any
No? You might just lift up your shirt showing me? You turn around and show me? Alright. Go ahead and place your hands behind your back for me. Alright. So you're going to be under arrest for aggressive driving and criminal trespass to property. Alright.
How am I trespassing?
Trespass to property. He's gonna go to jail. He's probably gonna bond out today. But is your phone inside or you got it in your pocket?
I have my phone.
What?
I have my phone.
Okay. So he'll be able to call you. All right. We're gonna walk over this way. And stand in front of that back tire there.
Stand in front of it?
Yep, it's right there. Besides your wallet, or sorry, your phone, your pockets, or anything else that before I pull things out that I need to know about?
I got a chapstick, that's it.
Chapstick. Okay.
Maybe some headphones.
Okay.
He ended up in court where he was ordered to pay $157.36 in restitution to the woman for the damage to her side view mirror. In addition to the restitution, he was fined $440 and had to cover the court costs, which amounted to $50. He was placed on probation for 12 months, a light sentence considering the charges.
Go back in your pocket. Turn around and take a seat for me. Aggressive driving tonight.
While the financial impact wasn't significant, the entire ordeal served as a reminder that aggressive behavior on the road can lead to serious legal consequences. Now, before you leave, make sure to give this video a like and also smash that subscribe button while you're down there. Until then, keep exploring and stay safe.